everyone, and welcome. My name is Natalie from the Institutional Banking team in Australia, and thank you for joining me for our Maximising ANZ Transactive Global training webinar. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge that I'm joining you from Perth, Western Australia, the lands of the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation. I also acknowledge the traditional owners on the lands of which you are joining from today. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and to any Indigenous people from the various lands joining us today. Our training webinars are designed to help you unlock the full potential and get the most out of ANZ Transactive Global, our digital web and mobile banking channel. Through a single interface, you can access common services such as cash management, trade finance, loans, commercial cards, foreign exchange and data insights. In this webinar, I'll be taking you through how to get the most from ANZ Transactive Global, with a particular focus on integrating with ANZ Transactive Global, data insights, viewing your loans, new functions, and a couple of hints and tips along the way. Following today's session, I would encourage you to view our digital services help page for further information on the topics discussed, as well as revisiting our previous webinars, and I will show you how to find these at the end of today's session. You will see the Teams chat function is disabled. However, you can ask questions using the Q&A tab, which is located at the top of the screen. My colleagues are online and will answer as many questions as possible as we go. Today's training session is being recorded, and a video and the copy of question and answers, and including any we were unable to answer during the session, will be published in ANZ Digital Services Help in the coming days, so you can rewatch or share with colleagues who couldn't join us live. And the last thing before we start, this session is being conducted using a training environment, which means some of the screens and system behaviour may appear different to what you see in your live ANZ Transactive Global site. So please keep that in mind as we go. For anything outside of ANZ Transactive Global, we'll show screens from Digital Services Help. I would like to begin the webinar with some recent upgrades we have made to ANZ Transactive Global, starting with Osko Payments. An Osko Payment allows an Australian customer to transfer funds from an Australian domiciled AUD account registered to Transactive Global to a beneficiary's Australian domiciled AUD account in near real time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for eligible accounts. Osko payments are submitted in batches, but are processed using individual debits, which result in a separate debit on your account for each payment instruction. Previously, a small daily limit applied for this payment type. However, recently we have removed this limit for both ANZ Transactive Global and ANZ Fileactive. Now, a minimum payment value of 500 million per transaction will apply. This limit change is in response to a growing demand for near real-time payments, While this payment limit has been adjusted, administrators can set individual user payment discretions if required. To view or amend a payment discretion for a user, including Osko Payments, an administrator can navigate to the Administration menu from the main menu. Just wait for the mouse to catch up. Select the User Management submenu. Select a user and click Edit. Select the role details icon for the role you wish to edit. If required, select the division and navigate to the payment field, and discretions can be applied by payment type. To show you what your live screen will look like, I will now share an article from ANZ Digital Services Help. In the payment field, you can see that all payment types are mentioned. Below this, in the Approval Discretions field, each payment type has a field for daily, batch, and/or transaction limit that can be applied. Amend is required and click Save. And this will require approval based on your administration model. If these fields are left blank, the default limits will be applied, as per this table I'm displaying on the screen. At ANZ, we're committed to security when using our digital channels. The ANZ Transactive Global mobile app was recently updated to enforce two-factor authentication, or 2FA, when users log in. Users with an active ANZ digital key, or ADK, or security token will have 2FA enforced upon logon. This update aligns with existing logon requirements for the web version of ANZ Transactive Global. The ANZ Transactive Global mobile app allows you to view real-time account balances and transaction history, approve payments, obtain foreign exchange rates, just to name a few features. The app can be found in both the App Store and Google Play, and you can log in using your existing ANZ Transactive Global user ID and password. The News and Analysis menu in ANZ Transactive Global contains the latest market-leading news, analysis, and thought leadership from our experts globally. It offers fresh and engaging financial news, insights, and economic commentary on topics that matter to you. This menu is automatically available to all users. If you haven't reviewed news and analysis before, we'll now explore it together. News and analysis can be found at the top of the main menu. When selected, it will open the various articles for your view. My demonstration sites show some older articles. However, your live site will have current articles. I will now navigate to anz.com, where I can show the articles that you will see. I would like to highlight, in particular, our 5 in 5 with ANZ podcast. Each morning, you can join host Bernard Hickey, financial journalist and editor. This podcast provides you the 5 things you need to know about the global economy and financial markets in under 5 minutes. You can hear from our global team of economists and strategists who will delve into key market trends and discuss impacts across Australia and Asian regions. The 5 in 5 with ANZ is available where you listen to podcasts. Search 5 in 5 with ANZ to listen and follow. Let's now take a look at the loans menu in ANZ Transactive Global. This menu is available to our customers with eligible Australian loan facilities. This provides balances, available funds, fees, interest rates, and repayment schedules for your loan arrangements. The facility summary screen displays a list of active facilities, and at a glance, you can view the current limit, drawn amount, and undrawn amount. From the control bar, I can quickly complete a range of functions. If I select one or more facilities, I can then click the Reports drop-down and run a loan summary, amortization summary, or past due summary report. These reports can be downloaded in CSV or PDF format. From the Actions button, once a facility has been selected, I can quickly navigate to the following summary tabs: View Facility, View Loan, View Amortization, View Past Due, or View Remittance and contact details for a selected facility. Group. This reorders the data on screen by a predefined criteria. For example, we can select facility name, and this will then group all accounts by facility name. If we select Filter, then enter criteria into one or more text boxes under each column heading, data will display matching the request. Export enables the records on screen to be exported into a CSV file. If I select Refresh, the records on screen are refreshed, including balance information. And the Settings button can be used to set the reference currency, and this will convert the information displayed in the total limit and total balance values, which you'll find at the bottom right. And note that the exchange rate that is used to convert the balances is indicative only. I can also select Save to save any changes I've made for next time I view this page. By clicking on a facility, this will take us to the Facility Summary Details screen, where I can access the tabs we briefly mentioned earlier. This screen provides information on the facility, including the current limit, drawn amount, number of loans, undrawn amount, unavailable funds, and available funds. This screen also has its own control bar where I can access reports for this facility, close the screen, or move between facilities. By default, the Facility Summary tab will display, and I'll take you through each of the tabs and what they offer now. The Facility Summary tab consists of fee information, including projected amounts and dates due, interest rate information, and information on who can borrow using the facility. By clicking on the View icon, I can view the Fee Summary Details pop-up window, which lists the fee accrual cycle for each fee. The Loan Summary tab displays active loans under the selected facility. Click on a row to view the Loan Summary Details pop-up window. And please note this screen does not populate for me, however in your live site this will. This screen can be exported to CSV also if required. The Amortization Summary tab displays the repayment schedule for a facility. This screen can be exported to CSV if required. The Past Due Summary tab displays information on overdue payments under a facility, and this can also be exported to CSV. The Remittance and Contact Details tab displays Nominated Account Details, which is a list of accounts nominated for interest, fees, or principal payments. Preferred Contact Details. This lists details used for notice correspondence, such as a reprice or a rollover notification. If your organisation has a loan with ANZ and you do not see this loans menu, please speak with your administrator. If they are unable to permission this, they can speak to an ANZ representative to arrange the access. ANZ Transactive Global has many powerful tools, and for our Australian customers, Economic Pulse can be found within the Data Insights menu of ANZ Transactive Global, and it is one of the features you may not have seen or experienced as yet. Economic Pulse uses ANZ's retail spending data and translates Australian consumer spending habits into customisable graphs, charts, and maps displayed in a dashboard format. This data is updated regularly and provides data for up to 2 days prior. If you don't have this, please speak to your administrator and they can allocate it to you. I would also like to highlight that this menu can be assigned to anyone in your organisation. For example, if your marketing team may require this access, they do not require additional permissions or menus to be granted this access. The summary panel across the top shows key highlights from the past week in relation to year-on-year consumer spending at either the default national level or a state level, and this will adjust as our criteria is entered. Please note, as I'm using a demonstration site, this data is not up to date, however your live site will be current. Underneath the summary panel are filters that users can select from to manipulate the data. Start by selecting from the preset date range options or select a custom date range. Select the comparison year, going back as far as 2019. Select the location you wish to view this data for, and you can select from national or by each state. Select the industry you wish to view, industry level 1, and then below select industry level 2, which applies a further filter. Depending on the location selected, the dashboard will just divide into 4 widgets. If national is selected, the widgets will display as National Pulse. This is a year-on-year comparison of weekly consumer spending at a national level. Year-on-year growth by industry displays as a heat map of growth or decline in consumer spending observed for various industries for each state. State economic growth, year-on-year growth or decline of weekly consumer spending at a state level. And e-commerce and in-store trend provides a year-on-year growth or decline of weekly e-commerce and in-store spending. If state is selected, the widgets will display as State Pulse, which is a year-on-year comparison of weekly consumer spending for the selected state. An industry breakdown, which is the trend of year-on-year growth or decline of weekly consumer spending on various industries for the selected state. Year-on-year growth by SA3, which is Statistical Area Level 3, which is an Australian Bureau of Statistics defined geographical area for Australia. And this graph will display year-on-year growth or decline of weekly consumer spend for the various industries, as well as the overall growth of decline of the selected state. And top and bottom three SA3 regions. This will show the top three SA3 regions for the selected state, where the largest growth and decline in consumer spending were observed. Use the toggle icon to switch between percentage change view and total change view. Your dashboard can be customized to suit your preferences by adding, removing, resizing, and repositioning your widgets. Click the pencil icon from the bottom right of your screen to edit your dashboard. You can click Drag Widget to reposition your widgets to another position on the dashboard. You can also resize the widgets by clicking and dragging from the bottom right-hand corner. Click the plus icon to add or remove widgets on your dashboard. And you can also use the X to remove the widget from the dashboard view. Click Save to save any changes to the screen. Each widget can be downloaded to CSV by clicking on the download icon. The information icon provides a brief summary of the chart, and the X will remove the widget from your dashboard. A couple of tips. You can hover over the graphs and charts to view more details. And you can also click on the horizontal data labels to show or hide the information on the graphs and charts. ANZ has several ways your office systems and processes can integrate with us, and I would now like to take you through these briefly, starting with file uploads. This is available to customers globally who use the Payments menu. To initiate a bulk payment instruction, payment files formatted for this specific payment method type can be uploaded directly into ANZ Transactive Global. The page I'm showing from ANZ Digital Services Help displays the different payment file formats for each region that can be uploaded to ANZ Transactive Global. For example, file types in Australia include an ABA Osko, BPay, MT101 International Payment, to name a few, and New Zealand include a New Zealand CSV. Files can be uploaded in several different formats, including CSV and XML. Many of you may already use this function, but I would like to quickly remind you how to upload a payment file into ANZ Transactive Global. You can upload a payment file from two submenus within the payment menu of ANZ Transactive Global. Select File Import Summary menu. This is where you can view a summary of files uploaded and view the status of each file, including any rejected transactions or transactions that need repair. Click Upload File from the top left menu. The other method is from the Create Payment submenu. Select Upload Payment File from Creation Method options. Complete the required fields, noting the various checkboxes that can be applied to the file. Click Browse to search and upload your selected payment file. Once the file upload is complete, the file can be viewed in the File Import Summary menu we were looking at earlier, and the payment will also be visible in the Current Payments tab for your review and can then be submitted for approval. Another integration method is bank feeds. This is a simple integration service which is only available for customers with compatible software platforms. This is available to our customers in Australia via the Service Request menu, meaning there is no need to complete a form or call ANZ to arrange this. For those of you with this access, select Service Requests from the main menu and then Accounts and Legal Entities submenu. To create a new request, click New and select Activate Bank Feeds. Nominate your accounting software platform, noting all platforms compatible will display. If your platform is not noted here, then it is not compatible for bank feeds. However, Fileactive is available, and we'll talk about Fileactive shortly. Enter the required fields that populate after selecting your software platform, noting this is information that can be obtained from your software platform. Hover on the information icon to read additional information about how to obtain this. Click Add to add up to 10 accounts to the request. And please note that if you would like to add more than 10 accounts to the bank feeds, you can create additional requests. If required, give the request a reference and click Next. Read and tick the checkbox and then click Submit, and this request will be sent directly to ANZ for processing. As the service request is processed, you will receive an email each time the status changes. To view comments or provide additional information requested by ANZ, select the service request. The Comments and Supporting Documents field will contain a comment for your review and possible action. Here is a screenshot from ANZ Digital Services Help to show you what this would look like. The final integration method I would like to explore today is ANZ Fileactive. This is our global, market-leading customer integration solution suite, offering host-to-host or H2H, file transfer, and API or application programming interface message exchange capability. I have a short video to help demonstrate this. ANZ Fileactive reduces the need for manual handling of sensitive financial data, thereby improving operational efficiency and reducing errors. For businesses requiring real-time data exchange, Fileactive supports APIs to allow for faster banking interactions and reporting. ANZ Fileactive is a host-to-host solution that automates business processes like payments, reporting, and workflow management. It allows secure exchange of financial data, including payment instructions and transaction information directly with ANZ systems. ANZ Fileactive also provides customized file translation and workflow solutions tailored to your organization's data formats, enabling bi-directional file exchanges in any standard format. ANZ Fileactive is available globally 24/7. It can integrate with enterprise systems like ERP, payroll, or supply chain systems, enabling you to manage payments, reporting, and other financial operations directly from your existing systems. Hybrid connectivity imports payment files from your ERP into ANZ Transactive Global and delivers statement reporting directly to your system. It supports straight-through processing, which allows businesses to automate the sending and receiving of files without manual intervention. The platform ensures secure file transfers with encryption and supports file validation to protect against unauthorized modifications. And if you would like to know more about information about Fileactive, you can speak to your ANZ representative. Lastly, I would like to take you through our ANZ Digital Services Help that I've referred to during the webinar today. From your ANZ Transactive Global login, you can simply click the Help icon, which is located in the application banner at the top right, and this will open ANZ Digital Services Help in a new tab. ANZ Digital Services Help is an online self-service database of step-by-step guides, instructional videos, and frequently asked questions for our digital channels, including ANZ Transactive Global. A lot of the topics we have covered today can be found in our popular topics segment, including user permissions and file format guide articles, which will support you with uploading a payment file. I would also encourage you to take a look at the Digital Services Security Features tile, which includes all our security features, additional resources, and videos on the topic. Popular Topics also has a link to our Digital Service Status page, and this is where you can view the current status and planned maintenance outages for ANZ products and digital channels. And you can access this page by clicking on the Status Page Overview tile and then the Status Page hyperlink, which will show you the current functionality of our systems, which is displayed using a traffic light system. Below this table notes any planned maintenance scheduled, the dates, and a brief description. To provide further transparency when logging on, we have recently updated our ANZ Digital Services login screen to display maintenance and system outage notifications, providing you near real-time awareness of planned system outages or technical issues. When you log on, maintenance announcements will be presented in blue, while incidents will appear in orange on the bottom left of your login screen. And that brings us to the end of our Maximising ANZ Transactive Global Training webinar. On the page I'm about to display is a list of our upcoming webinars, together with a QR code to register for these upcoming events. A reminder that a recording of this session, as well as the question and answers, will be added to ANZ Digital Services Help in the coming days, should you wish to revisit or share with your colleagues. You can get to ANZ Digital Services Help by scanning the QR code that you currently see on your screen, or by clicking the Help icon next time you are signed into ANZ Transactive Global. I hope the session has been of value, and we look forward to attending our future ANZ Transactive Global webinars. Thank you.